Hello everyone and welcome back to Aqua Tail's Pixelmon. Alright, so you guys will never believe what I found like 1 second after the last episode ended. Or actually you probably will believe it because this happens like every single time I play. Right down here we have a spawner, and since I just got attacked by the things inside of it, I know that it's a spider spawner already. I just had a couple interesting little fights before this episode started. So let's just dig all this up. And Blastoise is joining us down here, making it even more difficult to harvest this stuff than it would normally be. It looks like there's only one chest here. And this is where the entrance would normally be, I suppose. Why can I not... I think there are too many Pokemon in the way. I can't click this. There it goes. Alright, Thorns 1. I don't even know what that is. What is Thorns? Huh. Alright, I'll take all the buckets and bread and cocoa beans. Awesome. But this episode is not about spiders. This episode is about... Where is he? Where are you? Right here. This episode is about Worthless, Numel. And I think our Blastoise will help him gain some experience. So, I'm going to just run around randomly looking for Pokemon that I can defeat. So, let's get going. Now, Numel needs to be getting a lot of experience here. Someone left a comment and they said Numel evolves around level 30, I believe. So, he's got quite a ways to go. This may take a few episodes, but it'll all be worth it because the end goal here is to make Worthless a little less worthless. So let's start out against this Krokorok and switch out for Blastoise. It used Dig, which hits us in one turn, oddly. Wow, an Aqua Tail took that out one shot. Worthless grows 2 levels and gets Focus Energy. His moveset's actually pretty good. Let's get rid of Growl. And then level 16, level 17, wow. Blastoise levels up! Levels for everyone. Wow, that was a great level. Great level amount of experience. Alright, why is there water in the desert? That is odd. Here is another tiny Graveler. Not quite pygmy, but pretty small. This little desert area generated pretty weirdly. Alright, Blastoise, you can't follow me around. Worthless, you can. You are small and you will stay out of my way. Blastoise is all over getting in my way. Alright, so... Yeah, this is generated weirdly. There's a little mountainy thing there, and there was some water. Water should never spawn in deserts. That doesn't make any sense. Here's a lava pool. That's more desert-like. That makes more sense. Okay, so... Worthless, already level 17. Wow. I think he just grew more levels in that one instant there than he has in the entire series so far, and this is episode 47. Here are a bunch of Sandiles. Worthless could potentially take these out on his own, but I think it might be better just to attack Krokoroks. I just saw a Krokorok. Where'd he go? I don't know. Guess I'll have to settle for Sand Slashes, which are pretty cool. I want one of my own, I'm jealous. No, I don't want to fight. That Sand Slash would destroy Numel in his current state. Rapid Spin. Well, that's worthless. Aqua Tail. Wow. Good defense. And he's using Magnitude. This could get rough. Worthless is level 18, 19, and 20. Nice. Very good experience. Ooh. Flygon. What level are you? Level 49, and it looks like we don't have a choice here. This Flygon's going to attack us right away. I'm not going to risk sending in Numel because this thing looks dangerous. Yeah, let's just go with an Aurora Beam and a Water Pulse to take it out. Oh, how did I get confused? There we go. Alright. Aqua didn't even level up from that. All that experience and no level up. That's disappointing. Alright, go Worthless. Let's send out Blastoise again. Use Swift. Let's try a Water Pulse. Maybe that'll do more damage. It's about the same as Aqua Tail, but Water Pulse confuses, so that'll be better. Flame Burst. There we go. Get rid of Ember for that. Level 22. Blastoise is still leveling up a lot. Awesome. So it might not take as long as I thought it would to get to level 30. This could be in this episode or the next. Wow, where did all these Zubats come from? There must be an opening to a cave somewhere. Oh, a ravine. Yes, that would make sense. Are those Zubats and Golbats supposed to be that much of a different color? That Golbat looks really dark, and that Zubat looked really light. Let's find another Zubat and compare. Wow, those are going really high up. Like, that one got itself killed somehow. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna knock Blastoise down here because I am evil. Okay, he didn't fall very far. He's alright. Yeah, those Zubats are all really light-colored. Was that Golbat supposed to be that dark, though? Let's just jump down here for a second. Yeah, I think that's correct. I'll let him go. We've got more important stuff to take care of. There's a Spearow. This plains biome, I don't know if this is the plains biome that I'm usually in, but it probably is if it connects to the desert. Although I'm not familiar with that ravine. And here's some water. What is this? This is a lot of water for a desert. Strange. Gotta eat. Don't want to starve. Alright, we are all good. Yeah, I want to check this out for just 1 second, then I'll go over to the plains biome. Yeah, just two pretty big pools of water hanging out in the desert. That is kind of strange. But whatever, that is not important right now. Let's go. This plains biome will be a much, much better place to train Numel. So I should be able to just use him himself instead of switching out for Blastoise or something. Rattata is too low level. What do we have over here? A very large group of Pokemon. There's a Hypno, Ekans, Drowsy, everything we could ever want. Except for something that Numel can actually fight. These Ponytas are pretty low level. Where did that Snorlax go? He could be pretty good experience. And pretty easy to beat. Persian. Yeah, there's a Nidorino. I don't think I'm gonna have Numel fight this quite yet. Let's go into Aquafire. We haven't used him in forever. And use a Flame Burst on that thing. Wow, that Nidorino actually took a Flame Burst. Pretty impressive. Fire Fang. Our camera's for some reason following Blastoise even though we were fighting with Aquafire. Alright. This is hazardous. All of these Pokemon are falling down into the ravine. That Ekans is in danger. Alright. So the sun is setting. But we still have things we need to do. There's a Persian. Not the best thing to fight with Numel. A lot of Rhyhorns over there. I might actually be interested in catching one. I don't know where that came from. Alright, here's a big Snorlax. They're all pretty big. It's hard to tell what size they actually are. This one actually looks like one of the smaller ones, I think. Or not. I have no clue. Let's send out Worthless. Look at the size difference. Blastoise is a big Pokemon. He's not even close to the size of that Snorlax, which is somehow running away from me. Okay, switch out for Pebble. This is level 40. I don't know if Pebble can take this. Hopefully it won't have any attacks. Let's go with a Rock Blast. Well, it hit 4 times and didn't really do anything. And he's using Defense Curl, so that's awesome. Try a Rollout. Yeah, this isn't working very well. But I don't want to switch Pebble out for anything else, because I don't want to split the experience 3 ways. He's not really attacking, so maybe we can do this. Just keep Rock Blasting. Over and over again. Even though Rock Blast should be a... Oh, I'm out of Rock Blast. No. Alright, he took out Pebble. Let's go into Godmew. And I have Ancient Power and Wild Charge. Yeah, Ancient Power is not bad. I like how every single time I get a new TM, though, now, I just give it to Godmew, and now he has a completely random assortment of attacks. That's pretty good. He's got Acrobatics and Wild Charge, just because I couldn't teach them to anything else on my team. But there's some experience. Worthless levels up to level 23, 24. Not bad. Let's go check out the Pokemon over here. Oh, he dropped an apple. Cool. Alright, that's going to be the end of this episode, though, guys. So, stay tuned. In the next episode, we will be capturing... Or, we won't be capturing anything, probably. Maybe a Rhyhorn. Yeah, I might capture a Rhyhorn, but we should definitely be leveling up Numel. And maybe evolving him into a Camerupt, so stay tuned.